So that's what was hiding under the button? It's a great offender to spare viewer, although I'm practically retired and I only reviewed in Zero, the very late one, and this was chapter 260. No, 260, yeah, I said that right, sorry, math problems. And we finally learn what Moscow's button does. And well, did I expect that? I want to say no. I mean, I always figured that maybe there was some kind of handsome face underneath there, but the face I saw there was completely unexpected. In the chapter, though, Clown decides to take care of Happy. After all, Happy is unaffected by the thing. So, well, but of course, Happy cannot do anything. So Moscow begs Happy to press his button on Moscow that says don't push because he cannot move. Of course, Sister is insisting on that, but saying, of course, is saying it is even a self-destruct button. But despite everything, is that Moscow is saying this is the way of massive push his button. So Happy manages to push the button. In a bright light explosion, the poison gas gets evaporated and the ether line changes. And so, or maybe even ether gear, so to speak. And it actually changes Moscow's body from a fat, ugly Sumo to a mustache, fine-dressed, butler-like character called Cosmo. But that is not the funny part. The funny part is the fact that this Cosmo is the complete opposite of Moscow. Moscow is submissive, dumb-witted, and quite annoying. Cosmo is serious, matter to the point, and quickly starts to sadistically dominate Sister. And that is the true reason why Sister do not want that button to be pressed, because when Cosmo appears, he is the one dominating Sister, not the other way around. Especially the fact that Cosmo do not like Sister's foul language, probably managed talking. And the fact that Sister becomes very submissive to that stuns Happy and even Clown. Oh man, that is so funny. It's the fact that it is even funnier the fact that Sister has Sister has once upon a time been dominated and said she likes to be on top, so I guess this makes sense. But what it seems that she likes it is surprising, given to the fact that, as I said before, she has only shown a very strong attraction to dominating females. So the fact that she takes special pleasure being dominated by a man like this, I don't know, but it could just very well be submissive attitudes. So, well, Cosmo ensnares Clown and surprisingly managed to deal surprisingly a good amount of damage on it. As Cosmo says, he is the only one allowed to degrade her. So yeah, that is the true reason for the button press. Creating a fine butler that is actually the dominating one of Sister. So how did Moscow even get into the picture? But I guess this also explains why Sister always kept Moscow, because her humiliation of always being dominated by Cosmo, since she cannot talk back to Cosmo, is too much for her, so she somehow created this Moscow in Cosmo so that she can dominate Cosmo. Although granted, I still don't know why she does that. As I said before, she has shown no attraction to dominating males. But then again, she is a bit of a sadist, so maybe it has nothing to do with attraction, maybe just sadism, and she has more attraction to dominating females. Either way, the chapter ends with still the flashback of many years ago, where Ivory, yes, the human Ivory, talked to human clown, saying that the surgery didn't work. But human clown says, as we still doesn't know his name yet, mind you, says he has not given up on her because he believes there is a new treatment, ether therapy. Would you like to try it? Ether therapy. Maybe was that the clue of the one thing that actually gave birth to what we may call the healing factor, the healing optimizers that Sister used? Either way, that's basically the chapter. Just comedic, all in all. Especially a clown being so flabbergasted of Cosmo introduction. But I guess it makes sense for him to be that way. Because after all, Clown has always been the comedic one, even though he has a nightmare face. So yeah, I guess I did expect a handsome sort of face underneath that well, Moscow thing. It also explains why Moscow is also insistent on pressing the button, because maybe it's Cosmo subconsciously wanting to dominate Ivory. No, sorry, Sister. Because it's not exactly made clear to me if Cosmo or Moscow are, well, they are the same people, but it's not exactly known if Cosmo is fully there when Moscow is in picture. But maybe he really is subconsciously. Or maybe it's not. It doesn't really matter. Either way, he does call himself an inversion of Moscow. So yeah, that's basically that chapter. Give me your thoughts if you have any.